Hey everyone, welcome to the very first episode of The Recovery Lens. Honestly, I've been thinking about starting this for a really long time, and I've never really knew where to begin. I kept telling myself, oh, I'll wait till I have the perfect setup, or I'll wait until I know exactly what I want to say. But then I realized that's kind of the opposite of what recovery is, because recovery is not perfect. It is very messy. It's uncomfortable. Sometimes you have no idea where you're going, but you do know that you have to take the next step. So here we are. A little bit about me. My name is Sam. I work in peer support. So every day I get the opportunity to meet with people with incredible stories. People who are, rebuilding their lives, figuring things out, maybe for the first time, maybe for, the 20th time, but they're trying again. And that's after some really difficult moments for them. One thing that I've learned is that we tend to see people through these biases and labels. When we say somebody is an addict, or that they're homeless, or that they have anxiety, or maybe that they're mentally ill. But when you actually sit down with those people and have a conversation with them, those labels slowly start to disappear because you start seeing them for what they are. Maybe they're a parent or a friend, someone who's really funny, someone who's been really hurt. And maybe it's just someone who's trying the best with what they have. And that's really why I wanted to start this podcast. I don't believe that we need more people telling us what to think. I think we need more conversations, and real ones. And that's kind of where people can tell their stories without feeling judged. The kind where we get curious instead of judgmental or making any assumptions. When I think about recovery, I don't just think about addiction anymore. I think about recovering after maybe losing someone, recovering after trauma, recovering from a burnout. Maybe you're recovering your confidence, recovering your identity. Maybe even you're recovering the version of yourself that you thought you had lost. I don't know. I think that every single one of us is recovering from something. And that's what the recovery lens is about. Looking at people and ourselves a little differently. Some of the episodes will likely just be me talking about things that I've learned through peer support and through my life. Some episodes will be conversations with people who also have lived experience. Some will be with some professionals, some with family members. Honestly, if someone has a story that they can help someone else a little bit, I want to hear it. My hope is pretty simple for this. If you leave one of my episodes feeling a little bit more hopeful, maybe a little bit more understanding, maybe even you've looked at something from a perspective you hadn't considered before, then I've done something worthwhile. So thank you for being here, whether you're in recovery, someone supporting a loved one, someone working in the field, or you're just curious. I'm really glad that you have found this space.